Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the one and only r/Choosing Beggars, where people are just way too picky and often end up with nothing. And if you've never seen this sub before, well, you've just gotta stay for this first post by /I guess I'm bad. Hey bro, is it cool if I still borrow the whip tonight? Yeah man, just bring it back by 10. What time you swinging through? 6. Alright homie, see you then. I'm going to give you the whip back tomorrow morning instead. Nah dude, I need my car tonight. Why do you need it overnight? You have your own car. Emily wants to get drinks in the south side tonight after our date, and I'm not going to get laid if she knows what kind of car I'm pushing. Doubt she'll care what car you drive. Be more worried about how your crib looks, Lamau. Plus, I don't want my whip parked on East Carson. Too many drunks and don't want to worry about it getting hit or sideswiped. Dude, don't be a butthole. You know I've been trying to hit that since college. Are you really going to do this to me? Do what to you? I just bought the Charger and not gonna take any chances of you driving it drunk or it getting vandalized or hit an SS. You know I've been grinding to get it for the past few years. It's a car, bro. Do you not value our friendship over a stupid whip? Weird, cause I was gonna ask you the same thing. Look, my dude, I get it, you need the car, you need to impress this girl, but I've got one question. What happens on the second date? Are you gonna borrow your friend's car every time you go on a date? Like, come on, this ain't a sustainable plan. You really need to think this through a little more. And here's our next post by /Spuds McKenzie. Hey, I saw on Facebook you're looking for shifts this weekend. You want my Saturday at 3? My girl wants to have a date night. Oh my god, yes, thank you so much. No problem, make your money, girl. Can you pay me $30 to work your shift? I'm helping you out so you can have a date night. Excuse me? I saw Lauren offering $20 to work her shift last week, and this is a Saturday, so I think $30 is fair. Is there any way you can drop it off to me tonight? Yeah, she offered $20 because she asked for coverage at 8 AM for an 11 AM shift. My shift is in 4 days, and I can't stress this enough. You're the one asking for shifts. These two scenarios are not the same thing. Come on, don't be a jerk. You know I have kids. Can you please drop it off tonight? You're high if you think I'm paying you $30 to work my shift. I'll Venmo you 15 to help you out, but that's it. 15? Dude, I'm struggling over here. My kids are hungry. My gas is going to get shut off. Please drop off 30 and I'll work for you. I really need it. I'm doing you a favor by working for you. I'm sorry, but we're seeing this very differently. You posted asking for shifts because they aren't scheduling you. I saw that and offered up my Saturday. We're each getting something out of this already. If you're demanding $30, I'd rather just work than pay that. I'll still Venmo you 15, which I believe is more than generous considering the circumstances. Why are you being like this? Like seriously, you're being such a butthole. I told you I really need it for my kids. Can you please drop it off tonight so I can buy them food? I need money, not Venmo. To be honest, I'm getting very tired of going in circles here. I'm not paying you $30, I'm not driving across the town to bring you cash, and I don't believe it's necessary. But my offer to Venmo you still stands if you decide to work for me. Are you taking this shift or not? F you, dude. Why can't you just drop it off? It's not that far and my kids are hungry. You're really going to make my kids go to sleep hungry? F me. Maybe if you weren't buying pills from David after every shift, you'd have money to feed your kids. I just showed my girlfriend these texts and she gave me the go-ahead to work this weekend and we'll go out on Tuesday, so I no longer need coverage. What the F? Your girlfriend, she's taking food out of my kids' mouths. We're done. Goodbye. Can you still Venmo me? And imagine how tense the next shift with these two is gonna be. Alright, and with that story finished, it's time for me to be a choosing beggar. Could you guys please go down and hit that like button if you like what you see so far? Choosing Beggars videos take me absolutely forever to make between recording and editing, so if you're liking it, please just hit the like button. That's all I ask, and we'll get straight into the next story by /FineCheek. I live in a region of Europe where beggars are a common occurrence. These aren't the ones that are down on their luck, but professional beggars. Every time I go to one particular supermarket, they're there. I used to ignore them completely because I'm a bit of a jerk and I believe a healthy person should work for a living. The problem I have with these beggars is that they live in communities and the elders sit in cafes drinking beer while the women and children must beg if they want to eat. I started feeling sorry for the kids as they have no choice, so instead of giving them cash, I would buy them some food in the supermarket so they could eat. If a mother was there with a baby, I'd also throw in some milk. On this one particular day, there were 2 women with young kids and both of them pregnant to boot. Knowing they all lived together, I bought a bag of groceries and gave it to one of the women. Well, didn't the fit just hit the shan? The other woman runs after me, demanding I give her a bag of groceries too. Not too politely either. You gave her groceries, now you have to give me some too. No, I don't. You can share. You're a bad person. How can you give one poor person food and not the other? Lady, I'm not made of money and you all live together. Besides, I'm out of time. I can't go shopping again. Then you have to give me money so that I can buy food. By this time, my patience has run out. I don't have to give you anything. But I'm pregnant, can't you see? Yeah, well, I didn't get you pregnant, so it's not my problem. So this very professional beggar follows me to my car, arguing and yelling at me the entire time. I yell back and let both women know they will never get anything from me ever again. No money, no groceries. This incident was bad enough, but the amount of times I've given them groceries and they've remarked that I should put more of this or that. Or I give them money and they claim it's not enough. I believe those of us that can should help those in need. But after 7 years of putting up with these greedy buggers, enough is enough. Professional begging sounds like an interesting employment opportunity, but possibly not the most reliable one. But going through this sub, I reckon there's quite a few people who could put professional beggar on their resume. And here's our next post by user/Emperor Augustus. Hi, do you still have the Latin textbooks from your first year? Yeah, I never sold them in the end. Do you think you could give them to my daughter? She needs them for school. Sure thing. Free? Yep. Okay, when can you come and drop them off? You said they were free. Well, yeah, the textbooks themselves. I'm only asking you to cover the shipping. It won't be more than a few pounds anyway, so it's still a good deal. No, I won't cover it. You said free. If you want to come up here and get them, I'll give them to you for free. I just don't see the point in making a loss on textbooks I could get 30 to 40 pounds on. Will you pay for my train ticket? Never mind, I'm not arguing with you. My daughter needs them by Wednesday. Please drop them off before then. I already said I'm not back in your city until Easter. I'm not going to come down just to drop off some textbooks to you. Sorry. F you, I'm not expecting much. Just that you help me out because that is what family is supposed to do. If you can't do this for me, then I suppose I can't do anything for you either. You really are despicable. I'm so ashamed of you. F you, I hope you fail Latin. I've already passed Lamau, but whatever. I'll swing by in Easter with the books if your daughter still needs them. No, you won't. You're not welcome here anymore. Alright then, I hope your daughter does well in Latin. See ya. I guess if this woman didn't do much for OP to start with, then saying that she won't do anything in future isn't really much of a threat. And here's our next post by user/Mindanochin. Hi, do you still have that dress? Yes, which one do you want? The blue one or the black one? Both. The dresses are 20 euros each, but if you want to buy both, you can have them for 35. They're one size though. Did you read the description? Does it fit? Ah, yes, I have. It's too big. Can you fit it for me, right? I can try, but it's just a hobby. I'm not a professional, and that would be another £5. 5? Ah, I pay for that dress. You should be grateful I take it. It's ugly anyway. You give me the dresses and fit them both, and I give you 20. And it looks like the conversation didn't go very far after that. I'm not too surprised. And here's our next post by user/DocOCD. This story happened many years ago. While we were in the military, we moved frequently, and at one base in particular, we lived in condo-style houses. Lines of homes that have 1 or 2 walls that are connected to each other. I mentioned the type of house because it shows how close we were to our neighbours. We did have our own driveways, but they were for single cars and were right next to our neighbours. This base was in a warm location where we should have had air conditioning, but we didn't. We were enlisted and lived in older houses, and only newer enlisted or officer housing had air conditioning. The reason I mentioned this is because I would leave my front door open and have just the screen door closed so we could get crosswind to cool the house. This shouldn't have been a big deal, right? Wrong. Our neighbor that was connected to our left liked to come over and borrow things. Our neighbor, or choosing beggar, will be referred to as CB moving forward, would come over, and at the beginning, she would knock and she would ask for things such as a cup of sugar or milk. Then, as time progressed, CB would knock and just walk in, and at this point, she still asked for stuff. To be honest, this didn't really bother me too bad because it wasn't too frequent, and then all of a sudden it changed, and CB stopped knocking altogether and began just walking in. I did say something, keeping it light in hopes that it would work. I knew we were going to be neighbors for a while, and it could be bad to have a bad relationship between neighbors. Back then, I had a lot of anxiety about having negative interactions with people. Then, CB became pregnant, and her entitlement all of a sudden knew no bounds. CB would not only walk into my house, she would go into my fridge or freezer and grab whatever she wanted. This one time, I was making dinner and she walked over, smelled it, grabbed a plate and served herself. I said something to the effect of, "I'm making that for my husband," and the choosing beggar responded that she's only taking a little and there'll be plenty for him. That was it. I was mad. After that, I tried locking my screen door, but the cheap lock wouldn't hold. CB was able to pull the door open and eventually snapped the lock off. I finally said screw it and started shutting my actual door, which sucked because it was hot and we had no AC, but it was better than dealing with her every day. I thought that would work. But she started going through our back door and coming through our screen door. Oh, did I mention her husband was like 3 ranks higher than mine was, and she was seriously taking from us when they could afford way more. Anyway, this went on while CB was pregnant. Finally, after CB had had her baby, the choosing beggar started asking for even more. She wanted my husband to come kill bugs when her husband wasn't home. She asked me to do things she could easily do herself, like go to the grocery store. The final straw was when she woke me up at 2 AM saying, "So cold," and mumbling. I seriously thought something was wrong with her baby. I got up, woke my husband up, let him know, and ran over to her house. And I do mean ran. I ran into her house, the door was unlocked, and the choosing beggar was laying on the couch. She wasn't feeling good. She wanted me to get her a blanket from her upstairs closet. I finally lost my ish and told her I thought something was wrong with her baby. I was over it. I told her, "CB, you're not welcome to walk into our house without permission, and you're not to ask my husband for anything anymore. The only way it's ever okay to call me in the middle of the night ever again is because you need 911. CB just looked at me and said something about, "Since I'm here, can't I get the blanket?" and that I'm being a horrible neighbor. I walked out of the house, went home, and went to bed. Moving forward, CB scowled at me every time she saw me, and pointed at me and talked about me to her husband and other neighbors who told me later. CB's husband got orders and they finally moved. I was so happy because she made it uncomfortable being at my own home till she did. And honestly, I don't even know what to say to this one, it just blows my mind. And here's a funny little one by user/Rhino3639. This is a poster that they saw at their local independent movie theatre. Admission prices, $10 adult, Monday to Friday, $10.50 adult Friday to Sunday, $8.75 active military, $8 seniors, 60 or better, $8 matinee before 6 PM, $8.75 student. Special pricing, $51.76 if you leave your damn cell phone on, $20 if you tell us you're a student of life, $15 for people compelled to tell us how cheap movies and popcorn used to be. Prices subject to change whenever we damn feel like it. Pricing for private events may vary. Thank you. And on that note, I will end this video, which I hope you guys all enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for Reddit videos every second day. But with that said, that is it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and all I want to do is see you all here next time. See you later, guys.